They're all my friends and family out there in YouTube land, all my fellow members of the island of misfit toys. Here we are together, pushing forward. Let's start a poll together this morning. Let's see. Give me 1 second. And then we'll start this poll and we'll move forward together with appreciation, hope, and respect in our heart to the best of our ability. It's been a struggle the last couple of days, I'll be completely honest with you guys, since we do strive on open, honest communication. I've been feeling a bit overwhelmed myself the last few days. I implore you to use the tools laid out before you to conquer that overwhelming feeling that might be consuming you. And the first tool is to reach out, talk to a friend, be in this moment, and understand that this moment is all you have. The past is gone, the future will never come, and we're here pushing forward together as the turtle herd. If you are a member, if you've subscribed, you are a member of the turtle herd. If you haven't, we love and respect you either way. And I'm out here doing my best to push forward and do the next right thing to the best of my ability, and I implore you to do the same. We have all these great ideas, all these amazing expectations for what we want to accomplish, and sometimes it becomes overwhelming. If you understand that feeling of overwhelmedness, then you're in the right place. And if you don't, then just send a little compassion and love. We're gonna take a little time, slow and steady, and make ourselves some coffee today. We got our cooker here. Get some coffee ready for ourselves for the day. Move forward with hope and appreciation to the best of our ability. Join me. We'll explore this concept together. See if we can't find a little bit of appreciation. How we doing today, AJ? Hey, brother, it's good to see you. I'm glad you chimed in today. We're having a little bit of coffee, and before we do some spark driving, I know that I set all these expectations to run out the last couple days, and things became overwhelming, and I had to reevaluate and simplify a little bit. I'm gonna start by taking a couple days and taking a deep breath and being in this moment. Be appreciative to have you guys here. Good to see you. It's good to see you too, AJ. I appreciate it deeply. Spend some time with some friends, right? With open, honest communication. If I could find that, the water. I do have water here. There we go. Get some coffee made. Save ourselves a couple bucks and enjoy some good company together, right? Let's do that. Slow and steady, nice and easy. IS, how you doing there, brother? It's good to see you there, IS. AJ, great morning. Great timing. Well, see, same, brother. A good coffee and toast for me. Well, it's a cup of coffee and a banana to get my day going. I know we're a little bit late, but here's the thing. Don't let that feeling of being a little bit behind of whatever expectations you put on life crush you, because that's what I've been doing lately, and with an open, honest heart, I'm willing to admit it. I'm going to push forward to the best of my ability with hope, love, and appreciation in my heart, and do the best I can. I implore you to do the same out there in YouTube land. Just start slow and steady. Get up and do something with yourself. Anything. That feeling of uselessness will leave you. I almost guarantee it. That's what I'm doing today. I'm so overwhelmed by that sense of uselessness the last couple days, stuck in the panic of what should, could, and would be done, and what has to be done in this very moment, right? Well, you know what has to be done in this moment? Slow down, have a good conversation, and reevaluate the game plan. I have all these best of intentions. I want to take this bunny with me in this little canned ham car, which is starting to seem more and more impossible, right? Let's try to prop that dough open a little bit so we don't asphyxiate while we make our coffee. But it's currently 4:28 p.m. in the UK time. It's just about 11:30 here. Figure if I can hit this spark driving by noon, and that's part of this whole thing too. Overwhelmed by the what I thought I'd have for cash. Overwhelmed with this idea of taking the stupid rabbit with me, right? And overwhelmed with the car giveaway, and overwhelmed with all these things that I'm not sure of. And at times, it all seems so easy, right? And all these little things pile up, and we become overwhelmed. I hope you find a way through that today, through open, honest communication. Linnea, it's good to see you, Momo. I love you. I appreciate having you here today. Find a way to take a breath, slow down, nice and easy. Make a cup of coffee, have a conversation before we do some spark driving. Lay out the game plan before you guys a little bit clearer than before, because it always tends to change, right? I have the best of intentions. I was going to get out of here days ago and be on my way to CW in Ohio and this, that, and the other thing. Give the car away, get a new vehicle, this and everything else, and trying to accommodate a rabbit in this tiny little camper car. I'm starting to realize it might be a better idea to find some friends to keep an eye on them. That's where I'm at. But I hope you're doing it good today, Moo Moo. Relax a little bit. Let's make a cup of coffee. Be appreciative and hopeful. Oh, you know what? I can't even make a cup of coffee. I picked that up. I don't have my percolator with me. Well, I guess that's out the window. I still got a little bit of coffee. I guess we're not doing that. Anyway, we're going to let that cool down. I still have some coffee. Looks like I'm buying a cup of coffee when I get out of here because I did leave my French press at the house. But let's see what our poll here. We had 2 people so far. Ever feel overwhelmed? 100%. Well, I appreciate you being open with us today. Pushing forward to the best of our ability, despite the struggle, despite the obstacles that lay out before us. I don't have my French press with me because I was trying to get things together and I was going to clean it up and it's at the house. I wanted to be gone weeks ago, but the car broke and then I wasn't feeling well, physically. And then all these big plans and things and stuff going on with family, and I have all these best of intentions, right? Well, it's time to slow down and understand that the best of your intentions, great. It's great to have great intentions, but to get overwhelmed by the expectation of those intentions will consume us. And that's where I've been at the last couple days, and I'm taking my own advice. Reach out to some friends that care. I talked to Crank and came up with a game plan to get whatever new vehicle I get inspected and registered down there, registered and insured down there, and then a little bit of a game plan for how we're going to give this car away. We do still have snow here, brother, and there's more coming. We're on a winter weather advisory here in Syracuse, New York, so I don't know how today's going to bring. Just wanted to touch base with you guys and alleviate a little bit of that overwhelming feeling that comes from setting expectations that that sometimes we can't live up to, and that's all right. You aren't going to hold it against me, but I'll hold it against me, right? And getting lost in anything but this moment is a tragic thing for us. We got to find a way to be in this moment, because yesterday is gone and tomorrow will never come. We have this moment right now to find a way to push forward and accept what is to the best of our ability. The bigger and the more grand gesture that we have planned sometimes can become overwhelming. We want to do all these great things. We want to heal the world. We want to spread love, hope, and appreciation. We want you to double tap that screen, knowing that your thumbs won't fall off. And if they do, we always thought they should have. Grow this community of understanding and appreciation where you can be open about your mental health, about abuse in your life, about loss, grief, and depression. Understanding that once we open up, it allows our brothers and sisters to open up as well, and we're able to find a way to grow together despite the struggle. Set aside that feeling of being overwhelmed and find a way out of it through moving forward with compassion and appreciation in our heart. Do you still have snow? We're very lucky here in the UK. Not very much snow there, brother. That was another thing too. Again, it's all these little things. I woke up yesterday and my half my bedroom floor was soaked because the kitchen sink was leaking, and that whole thing. And I was going to take off yesterday, but I think that we really got to take the time to pay attention to the way creation and lays out before us. A God of your understanding's creation lays out before you. There's been some signs here for me to slow down for a while, but I'm still running towards this big thing. We're still doing our best to push forward to the best of our ability, and sometimes it's out of our control, and that's okay. But feel free to jump in the conversation, and a little bit of advice on what you do to find yourself a center would be great. That's what we do here. We do our best to push forward to the best of our ability, and spread hope, love, and appreciation. And Moo Moo, I really appreciate you having you. If you're still here, sweetheart, send a couple of hearts up there at the side. If not, I love and appreciate you deeply, and I'm glad that we got to spend a little bit of time together today as we accept the world for what it is, despite our expectations, finding a way to drop those expectations that we put on ourselves. That's what I do. I put these big expectations on myself. I want to do all these amazing, great things, and it'll come, but not in my time. And then I keep hitting these roadblocks with the car being broken, or the flooded of the house yesterday, or the snowstorms, or my illness, consuming me to a certain extent. And I become overwhelmed because I put these expectations, because I forget to live in this moment right now, right here, and understand this is the only moment I have control over. It's so worried about all the steps to come at points that seem so simple in moments, and other moments can be completely overwhelming. I've lined up this great thing. I'm doing all this stuff I've never done before, and it's hard to push forward sometimes, especially when we're dealing with our own mental health and anxiety and grief, depression, loss. I know we all struggle with that whisper in the back of our mind that tells us we're not good enough, and that everything that we're doing is in vain, and we've bit off more than we can chew. The traveling tree, what's that? I can't really see right there. Traveling tree surgeon / lumberjack. Traveling is my life. Awesome, AJ. Well, traveling something that helps to set us free. I'm gonna set this right here so I can see you guys a little bit better, since we're not making coffee. Let's see. There we go. Will that work? I don't think so. Everything's a little bit off today, whatever. But yeah, I'll have to check out that. Are you the traveling tree farmer or lumberjack that we're talking about here? Traveling tree surgeon / lumberjack. AJ, that's absolutely awesome. We travel to find ourselves and to do the next right thing to the best of our ability, trying our best to understand that we have to set down expectations so that the world can exceed whatever expectations we may have had. And it's hard to do that. It's hard to find a flow and do the next right thing to the best of our ability at times, but you're not alone. We're in this show together, my friends. We speak before, but was last year. It looks familiar, AJ, and I appreciate having you back. Lady Butterfly, hello, beautiful souls. It's so good to see you, Lady Butterfly. AJ, you helped me with my father. I do remember a bit now, and I appreciate you being here, AJ. We're still pushing through. We're trying to do some amazing things. We are giving away the Galactic Avenger. If you haven't checked out the channel in a while, trying to jump off onto this next trip here as soon as possible. Was gonna take the bunny with me, but starting to realize that I got to simplify things. All these grand things that seem so simple. It's all these little things that add up. For me, traveling's helped me heal, because I could set down all the other expectations and take care of myself while I do so. Even if it's in this little tiny, Dodge Avenger with the back seats ripped out and with the passenger seat ripped out, and I get a gym membership and travel minimally, door dashing and spark driving. And then this time around, it's a little different. It's quite a bit different, right? I'm not just running with no expectations. There's a lot of expectations that I set that I allowed, I guess, the last couple days to become a little bit overwhelming for myself. But with open, honest communication, we're going to push forward. And I'm not going to myself in the ass for not bringing my thing today. I guess I'm going to have to buy a cup of coffee after I finish this one. And spread hope and appreciation. Know that this moment is all that we have. This block that's sitting there in front of us is the epitome of our existence in this moment. I know for me, depression lies in living in the past, and anxiety lies in living in the future, and I get wrapped up in the swirl of it at times. You helped me with my father, and I'm glad that I can help you, AJ. You was on the road rolling the dice for us, giving me prayers. Thank you, AJ. We'll get back into rolling the dice here soon, I think. Thank you was doing some renovations. Yes, at Sally's house. We're looking to head back there again, and we do have a new friend down here as well. SM, we appreciate you. Thank you for the wave. Sorvin. That's why I usually use initials, because I kind of tend to slaughter names. And I'll be admitted, I feel a little bit anxious today. I've been feeling quite a bit anxious. And I did allow that anxiety to consume me a bit, but I took the steps to reach out and communicate with the people I love. And I implore you to do the same. Hydrate. And I appreciate having you here, AJ. It's appreciate having you back, brother. You've come back to us at quite a place. We're getting ready to take quite a big leap, which I've keep saying that I'm going to take here the last couple weeks, but it seems like one thing after another is trying to tell me to slow down, and I just keep rushing towards the goal. Today is all about slowing down and living in this moment, doing what we can do, and minimizing, simplifying. I'd love to take the bunny with me on this next trip, but until we get a van, which is the goal, get a van and to give this Galactic Avenger to somebody in need, I don't think that's realistic. Not really trying to organize the car kind of overwhelmed me, because it's like I could barely live in this thing, let alone with a cage and cleaning it out and this, that, and the other thing. Clean Ghost, Lady Butterfly, it's me, Edith. Oh, Edith, you changed your name. It's good to see you, Edith. I should have known by your comment. James, it's so good to see you, brother. I'm glad you're in today. We're taking it slow and steady, and we're setting down the expectations, and we're living in this moment to the best of our ability with love, hope, and appreciation in our hearts. And with open, honest communication, it's been a struggle the last couple days, but that's okay. I got overwhelmed by these big plans that I laid out before me, and every little step it's going to take to accomplish it, instead of living in this moment. And this is a reminder for me to live in this moment to the best of my ability. And that's how I'm going to help my brothers and sisters. That's how I'm going to help myself navigate this life, is by understanding that this moment's the only one we have. So get up and do something with yourself. Push forward despite the struggle, my friends. And the best thing I can do is kind of reassess the game plan. I'm going to find someone to take care of Bun Bun. I'm going to do some spark driving today to get back up there financially, so that we have, because that's a huge part of it too. Money dwindles, especially when this and that and the other thing comes up and we're trying to push forward. It can be really complicated. But Edith, it's such a great play. It's so great seeing you today. Clean Ghost, says Mike. All right, Mike, Clean Ghost. Awesome to see you. We appreciate the love and time you have for people. AJ, I appreciate you being here. Human connection doesn't cost a dime. And that's the beautiful thing, but I segregate at times, because I feel like I put all these expectations on myself, and it's me. It's my expectations. And in this moment, I'm meditating and reflecting on living in this moment without those expectations. All these great plans that we have will come. We are going to give this car away to somebody in need. And we have one particular human being, hashtag Tree Farmer, who's been a part of this community, who I think is at the top of the list. But we're still accepting, and that's a whole nother thing, right? I think about that. It's great to do that, but it's like, how am I going to get there? And how am I going to do this and get the car and all this stuff? And my mind starts racing on how I'm going to accomplish all these things I promise I'm going to accomplish. And I'm not living in this moment. I'm living in all the splits in the river ahead of me. And it's torturous to live in all those moments all at once. We have to figure out a way to slow down and live in this moment. And that's what I'm doing today with you here. Finding some appreciation and hope. Let's see. Say, what are your plans? Linnea Richard, I'm trying to drop the expectations, but the basic game plan is to get to Georgia, get a van, give this car to somebody in need, and then get to Sally's and help her continuously remodel that place that she's working on there, and then move forward with appreciation and hope in our heart. When I'm in my right mind and feeling well, I completely understand that everything takes time, and that we got to do it piece by piece. But when I live at all these moments and I want to do everything all at once, it becomes overwhelming, and that's where I've been the last few days. But I just wanted to come on here and express that. I appreciate you, Linnea. I appreciate you, my moo-moo, my sweet little moo-moo, an amazing human being who's becoming a fine young woman, and I appreciate you joining the conversation. Greetings to all, Edith says. I like the Lady Butterfly, Edith. That's actually amazing. Thank you for being you. AJ, that's the compassionate Scott. Yeah, compassion, love, and appreciation. That's what I strive for. If you're looking to strive to heal the world through healing yourself and finding compassion and love and for who you are, double tap that screen. Your thumbs won't fall off. And I love you deeply, Moo. I appreciate you being a part of this community now. It means a lot to me, whether we can see each other when I go through Ohio or not. It's not that was a huge thing either, but it was one more thing, one more expectation that I was putting on the plate that was starting to consume me. And then I lose track of all these beautiful lessons that Hawanase taught me. The slow and steady, nice and easy. Don't beat yourself up, and know that you're not in it alone. We're in this shit show together. And I love you deeply. We have 89% of people have felt overwhelmed. Well, you're in the right place. because I tend to do that to myself. That's where I've been the last couple days. And I'm glad I got on here to have the support of the turtle herd, knowing that I'm doing the best that I can to the best of my ability. And that you guys don't put any expectations on me. I put all these expectations on me of what should be, could be, and would be doing in this moment. And all I can do is do the best I can. You take a little time, relax, and move forward with love and compassion in our heart. Sup, Tommy? It's always good to see you, brother. SM says, hey, bro, where are you from? Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But today is a gift from God. That why is called the present. Thank you, SM. You're an amazing human being. I don't want to slaughter your name. I'm kind of in an anxious place this morning, but I like SM. If you're cool with that, I appreciate you, SM. And you're very right. Thank you for that amazing quote. If I had a Sharpie, we put you up on the ceiling for it. That's what all those, all of our amazing friends here that have brought in inspirational quotes to help us move forward. I hope you decide to become part of the turtle herd, my friend. And if not, we're happy to have you around. You know, it's just a little click away to subscribe. And whether you decide to join the turtle herd or not, we weather the burden together here with open, compassionate love, because we all understand struggle. And I lose track of that. I'll admit that. I lose track of that at times, that, you know, in my pain and my anxiety, you know, that I have to learn to let go of. It's a true, compassionate, loving understanding to move forward without that. But it can be struggling sometimes, especially for me, because I do have this, I put too many expectations on myself because I want to save the world, right? I want to do all these things, and then the insecurity hits and I'm not sure what I'm doing or where I'm going or why, right? But all that's okay, man. We got to let that go, and you guys are helping me do that this morning, and I'm blessed for that. This afternoon now, right? We're really close to afternoon. There we go. Let's do that. That'll work. That'll do us. Awesome. That could read. Sup, brother? It's good to see you, Tommy. Love you, Uncle Scott. Love you, Moo Moo. Hey, what's up to all? Tree Farmer, there you are. We were just talking about how amazing you are, Tree Farmer. Talking about how blessed we are to have you in our life. And, you know, but also talking about a little bit of how things have been overwhelming for me, because I got to take my own advice and communicate with the ones that care, right? That's what we got to do. You know, I say that a lot, and I was able to speak to Crank this morning, which helped a lot. I talked to Sally, which was absolutely amazing. How's it going? Sam says, snowstorm here, says James. That was another thing, you know. How's it go? We're trying to recognize what Creator's trying to tell us by the way that the world lays out before us. You know, we've got snowstorms up here, snowstorms in Ohio. I'm trying to rush forward and do this great thing, and I got all this stuff. Got to get the car, got to, you know, get a new van, got to get this to, you know, whoever we decide as a group, which for me, hashtag Tree Farmer is at the top of our list. This amazing human being who's interacted with our channel, become part of the crew here through open, honest communication, and who's gone through and put the work in, you know, checking out the channel and helping this channel grow through his interactions and comments and the time spent, you know, watching the shorts and the lives and all this other stuff that he's done. For me, he's at the top of this list for giving the car away. And I think he's at the top of the list for a lot of us. Snowstorms here, he says. Sam. SM. Expectations are really painful, but the thing is, we should have our best efforts in every work we perform. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm putting the best effort in, and I got to give myself the credit for that. And I appreciate that reminder, SM. Thank you very much for that gift of realization, because, you know, part of me being on here today, despite how uncomfortable I've been feeling in my own mind because of all these expectations I put on myself for doing all these amazing things, you know, I'm doing well. And we've got to figure out a way to stop raising the bar on ourselves. That was a quote that I ran into the other day that really hit me. You know, of course we're struggling when we constantly raise the bar. You know, if you would have talked to me last year, you know, even about the YouTube channel, this right here exceeds my greatest expectations. You know, to be able to build a community of compassion and hope, of people loving and expressing themselves. SM, you're absolutely amazing for that, for coming in and being a part of this community. Thank you so much. Feel free to share this live to anybody who might be in need. That's what we do here. We come together with compassion and appreciation and spread hope, despite the struggle, despite that whisper in the back of your mind that might tell you you're biting off more than you could chew, and get you to dwell on all these small little things, and you can't just fall into the flow of it. understand that you're not the only one that falls into that. And I appreciate you all being here. I appreciate the love and compassion. What's the quote of today, Scott? The quote of today, this moment. So it's something that can help us stay in this moment, Edith. We've had a couple good quotes already about this moment and staying in here. Where was one of them? Hey, brother, you from the yesterday? My favorite so far is from SM. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is the gift from God. That's why it's called the present. That's my absolute favorite quote of the day, and I wish I had a Sharpie. SM, you're going to have to come back in. We're going to have to put you onto the roof of the Galactic Avenger for that one at least, and for whatever else you might have to say. Lady J, what did you agree, Scott? Been a while, brother. It's good to see you, D. Dap. It's good to see you, brother. I'm glad to have you back around, chit-and-chatting in the old Galactic Avenger camper car, accepting what is despite what we want, right? It started off this live like, I'm going to chill for a little bit, make a cup of coffee, and have an open, honest communication to start alleviating all these expectations I put on myself, and then I forgot the French press, right? But that's okay. We got to accept what it is. And in God's time, not our own. A God of your understanding's time, not our own. And that can be a hard thing to accept because we want what we want right now. I want to do the next right thing. I want to heal the world from this struggle and this pain that I go through. In some way, doing so, I can heal myself. But it's not going to happen overnight. And if you struggle with anxiety or depression and grief, if you've been abused and broken and lost, there's going to be times where it consumes us. Tree farmer, hella ass coffee is must. Just got mine finished. Had to walk a couple miles this morning to get my vitamin changed and sugar for the coffee. Yeah, well, and I appreciate you pushing forward, Tree farmer. That's awesome, brother. Thank you, man. You're not in the struggle alone. You're embodying staying in this moment, and that's very much appreciated. You know, you did what you had to do despite the struggle to get there and get your cup of coffee. Now we can enjoy it together. I got a little bit left for the coffee I brought home, and I was hoping to make another cup before we have to go off and do some spark driving today, but you know, it's a beautiful world out there. If we accept this moment for what is and understand that this is the only moment we have, and it's okay to slow down at times. Slow down. We have all these best of intentions. Tree farmer, you're not holding it against me, are you? That I'm not out there running around doing all these things that I'm trying to do all at once right now, right? But I tend to hold those things against me for some reason. Feel free to double tap that screen. Your thumbs won't fall off. I'm almost sure of it. It has all the vitamins and nutrients you need to get through the day. All the compassion, love, and hope comes right there through one little tap of the screen, maybe even two if you feel up for it. You know, show your support here for the turtle herd by doing the simple things, by expressing yourself and spreading love and appreciation to the best of your ability. We have 12 votes on the overwhelmed. 83% of people in our 12 votes understand how it feels to be overwhelmed, which helps me to soothe that feeling of overwhelmedness that I've allowed myself to be consumed with. Take some time today. Eat a little something. Care for yourself. Find a way to be in this moment despite, despite the world around us. And that's the best thing we can do. And I appreciate sharing this moment with all of you out there in YouTube land. I appreciate my brothers and sisters coming in with acceptance and appreciation in their heart, helping us learn and grow, helping me to slow down a bit. It's time to slow down. You know, we're doing some amazing stuff here, and it's going to be beyond my wildest expectations. I just got to figure out a way to set those expectations down. It's a little bit of an enigma, right? It doesn't seem to make sense, but when you're in the flow of things, things happen in a most beautiful and perfect way. When you let go of these expectations, things grow in a way that they couldn't if you saturated them with those expectations. It all starts with taking care of ourselves. Then our family, then our community. SM, brother, a little advice for you from a little brother from around the world. I feel that you should really care about yourself first. Yes, thank you. From my little brother, SM. You're 100% right. That's one of those lessons that I lose track of. Thank you for the reminder. You're 100% correct. Al would always say, take care of yourself, your family, and then your community in that order. I lose track of taking care of myself because I want to heal the world. want to put this vehicle into somebody's hands who can use it yesterday. I want to be out and be traveling and doing the next right thing to the best of my ability right now. And I get wrapped up in all these expectations that I put on myself because I'm not caring for myself first. And that's what today's about. Today's about caring for myself first. What can I do to do so? I can get on here and be open and honest with some people I care for, with all of you. I can slow down and reset those expectations so I don't feel like I'm falling behind. And that's what we're doing here together. Tree farmer, always put the mask on yourself first before you help the others, passengers. Otherwise, you will succumb and become a liability. Thank you. That was, yes, you're right, 100%. The whole falling plane metaphor that Al used to give me. You know, if you're on a plane in the mask drop, of course you want to take care of the children next to you first. But you can't help them. You're going to pass out if you put the mask on all the children first. You got to put it on yourself. And then you can help those children in an appropriate way. And they might pass out, but they'll have the oxygen mask. Who's going to help them if you strive too much to help everybody around you and can't help yourself? And Tree Farmer, thank you, brother. It means a lot coming from you because I put expectations on myself with you, brother. You know? You've been such an amazing part of this community. You're pushing forward hard, doing the best you can with no expectations, man, and that's a beautiful thing. And that's why you're at the top of my list for this car giveaway. You're at the top of the list for pretty much everybody's because of your interaction here, your open, honest communication, your love, your respect. And it's going to happen. It just ain't going to happen tomorrow, you know? I've got to reevaluate and simplify and take care of me. You rejected your message there, SM? Whatever you got to say, we'd really appreciate it. Yeah. So today's about realigning those expectations. Today's about giving up on all this anxiety and stress and all these big plans that we want to come to fruition right now. Because I have all these big plans, right? And you know, because they won't come to fruition today doesn't mean that they won't come to fruition. I do got to take care of myself first, and I deeply appreciate the reminder because I haven't been taking my own medicine the last couple days. I haven't been, you know, doing what's best for me, and I've been lost in this oblivion of what I think I should be doing in every given moment. Let's see if we can stick you right back there. You know, and we got to accept what is, right? I'm going to have to go buy another cup of coffee to get me through the day. I'm going to try to put a longer one in today. That's why I wanted to come see you guys for a little bit. Spread appreciation and hope. AA. Don't want to slaughter your name there, double A. I don't see it, just a dot, brother. I appreciate you popping in, though. Appreciate you just putting the dot there if that's all you got, my friend. That anxiety's been overwhelming, and that's okay. You know, but it all stems from the expectations I'm not putting on myself, and I appreciate your true words out there about me need to take care of myself first. And I appreciate your guys' willingness to allow me that compassion, because I don't allow myself that compassion sometimes. I haven't been allowing myself that compassion, and that's what's caused this struggle lately. You know, it's been a couple weeks now, right? I was sick, and I was like, oh, I want to get out of here, and then it was the car breaking, and then you know, it took money to get that fixed, and then it's the, you know, the water thing today, and it's the bunny in the car, and it's all these question marks about how I'm going to do it, how I'm going to accomplish this amazing thing, and I'm not living in this moment. And not living in this moment is not taking care of myself. I believe that fully. I truly appreciate the reminder and the compassion, and it's funny, I put all these expectations on myself because I care for you all so much deeply. I want to live up to what I say I'm going to do because I'm a man of my word. You know, and when it doesn't happen in my time, you know, it's hard for me to give it up and allow it to happen. We got to live in this moment. This is the one we have, as Misled Utopia would say. It's time to set a positive block ahead of us because all those other moments are gone. All those other moments shouldn't have bearing on our life, but that's where my anxiety comes from, is living in all those moments. And I implore you to find a way to live in this moment, my friends. To accept the fact that you forgot your French press today and you wanted to save a couple bucks on a coffee, and accept that you know, the snowstorms are brewing around us and it might not be the safest to travel right now. Accept that despite the fact that I want to take my chunky bunny with me on the next journey, it's probably not the best idea. Well, please don't take it seriously, but why do you take up smoking to stay away from your stress? Thank you. Well, here's the thing. I'm looking on getting rid of that, SM. 5K is my deadline. I put a deadline on quitting smoking, and it scares the shit out of me. I started as a young man, young clueless man that was just, this is what you did, right? And like a lot of things that we fall into as younger individuals, the consequences, don't, they seem so far away that they don't matter, right? And I'm working on it. Stick with me, please. Yeah, I've been making these serious threats for a while to quit smoking, but I'm adamant about that at 5K, when we reach 5,000 subscribers, I will quit. No more nicotine. And that's going to be a struggle too, right? That's going to be, I guess that, that expectation, but that's taking care of me, to the best of my ability, trying to put a time frame on it. And you're right. I appreciate you calling me out, because I don't want to smoke. It's become such a part of my life, more the action and then partially the addiction. And that's the truth of it. And I'm working on that. And I appreciate you being a part of that, SM. If I woke up perfect today, there'd be no point in going on, as the big dog would say. And I got to accept that I am a human being that's doing the best that they can, and that's to be cherished. That's to be appreciated. But I put these huge expectations on myself, and then it crushes me. The best thing that we can do is express ourselves to someone we love. I'm doing my best to spread these tools of growth on my channel through my shorts. There's a handful of mental health tips that have helped me grow and push forward through the struggle, dealing with what I deal with. And hopefully those things can help you. And I've got to start taking my own medicine. I got to start reaching out when I'm struggling. And that's what I'm doing right now. It's been a struggle lately, but we're here in this shit show together, right? Jeff says, I'll say this, the easy way to stop smoking, audiobook, Alan Carr. I've been nicotine free for 35 days from cigars. Trust me, this audiobook works. You'll quit. Try it. Jeff, can you do me a favor and go ahead in one of my shorts or one of my long forms? Can you mention that, please? I have a memory span of a goldfish at times, the heart of gold, but also the memory span of a goldfish. Thank you. If you could remind me in one of my shorts or coffee talk, even my favorite long form. It's only 7 minutes long. If you're liking the conversation we're having, that was an epic, amazing, beautiful conversation between me and a brother that I've been able to put. I thought I did more with that than I ever thought I could have. And if you could comment on that so that I can remember that, I will definitely look into that audiobook. I definitely want to do better. Jonah, you woke up every day. You take a breath. You try, you share, you see how you feel about yourself. Thank you, Jonah. You're an amazing human being, one step at a time, right? Thank you for acknowledging that. Thank you for, I'm doing my best. And, I'm feeling a little bit better now too. I had a good conversation this morning with a really good friend that helped me find a sense of peace. And having this conversation with you to reset the expectations, right, that I set is helping me a lot to accept and to let go and to be in this moment. The only thing that I can do in this moment is try to simplify, right? Let's slow down, right? Take it easy. Take it easy. This trip won't be like the last. The next one won't be like this one. And we have to figure out a way to allow ourselves to flow with the river of life. And I get wrapped up in all these expectations, and I'm worried about all the splits in the river. And I live in all those different moments. That's where the torment comes in. Live in this moment. Find a way to accept what is, and despite the expectations you put on yourself. Nobody can put expectations on me like me, right? Let's talk about something funny. Can you share a moment of happiness? Of course. Moment of happiness. Got my chunky little bunny, makes me happy. Traveling and letting go and helping others. Helping Sally made me truly happy to go there and help her out in Indiana. Having my brothers, it was a beautiful time. My brothers, Rob and Steve, took me into their life and gave me a home, and that sense of home and happiness was overwhelming. Something real fun, right? We used to have every channel imaginable in every language imaginable out there on the Onondaga Nation, because we had this box that you put a card into, and then the cable company would zap the card, and we just bring it down to the road and get a new card. And we had every channel imaginable, every pay-per-view, every boxing match, every fight ever. We used to have all the fights there at Al's house. Beautiful time. My trip to Disney World was absolutely amazing a while back. I spent a few days just hopping around. I parked in the orange lot. It was the only free parking in Orlando. And then I hopped around to all the resorts through the resort shuttle buses, and I found 3 resorts that you can walk in and go swimming. The Dolphin, the Continental, or the Dolphin, the Port Orleans Riverside, and the Floridian Resort and Spa are the 3 that you could just walk up to and go swimming. And I kind of spent my first day kind of running around, checking out all the resorts, and then I spent the next day kind of lounging at the Floridian Resort and Spa. I saw an awesome parade on water there. It was pretty cool. Beautiful moments. I found my way to the rooftop of the Continental Hotel and got to see an amazing fireworks show over the Disney Castle, in a place I wasn't even supposed to be in. I kind of Mr. Beaned my way up there, and then I had to wait by the elevator to get back in. So it was good times. I appreciate the reminder of those beautiful moments. Thank you so much. Jonah, you don't have to control your thoughts. You just have to stop letting them control you. Thank you, Edith. Jeff, I say this is easy way to stop smoking. Thank you for that, Jeff. And please, put that into one of my things there. Jonah, wake up every day. You take a breath. You try, you share, and you see how you feel about yourself. Thank you, Jonah. That's what we're doing today here with open, honest communication, love, respect, and compassion, right? And I appreciate you being a part of that, my friend. Let's talk about something. We got that one. The greatest glory in living lies not in near failing, but in raising every time we fall. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Edith, our amazing motivational speaker there in South Africa. Ever try visiting India too? You would definitely have fun. I would love to check out some other countries. Right now, I live minimally. We spark driving DoorDash across the country in my camper car here with the little heater you can hear clicking back there. We don't have the car running, but we're nice and toasty. I've made it as far as Key West and as south, and as far north as Eastport, Maine. And some cool stuff along the way. Some waterfalls, some natural water slides, a Parthenon in Nashville, Tennessee, which was absolutely amazing. And I would love to visit India, SM. Is that where you're from? India? Well, with that being said, I appreciate you guys today. Thank you for stopping in. I'm going to cut it a little short today because I got to go make some cash. I don't got to do nothing. Slow and steady today. I'm going to go make some cash to be a little bit more financially secure, because I know I can make good money spark driving here in Syracuse, and it can be hit or miss as we travel. And then, the financial burden of, these things that come in and whatever, and all the stuff we've talked about, I'm going to start slow and steady. Find someone to watch the bunny. And LOL, you're bringing back the memories, brother. I grew up in Florida, and we used to make it priority to not pay for anything. We would extremely respect my thoughts. Hey, yeah, exactly. That's what I did. I literally visited Disney World a couple different times for nothing. Rode the monorail, rode the lift system, rode their little boat through the thing. Went and found little spots for me to medicate along the way, and kind of just had fun and met people and explored, and then ended my days in a jacuzzi for free. A giant 18-person jacuzzi there at the Floridian Resort and Spa. If you ever get a chance, the orange parking lot is free. It's the only free place to park in Orlando. Believe me, everywhere else is going to cost you $30 to park for the day, including the resort you stay at. That'll charge you that when you leave. But you can park there at the orange parking lot, and then you're connected by the the bus system for every resort in Disneyland, and they don't check for you to get on the buses. You just get on the bus and go wherever you want. You want to check out the Polynesian, which is absolutely amazing. You want to check out some of the Dolphin, the Floridian, or the Port Orleans Riverside, where you can actually just walk. The Port Orleans Riverside is actually amazing. There's like waterfalls and lagoons and jacuzzis, and that was the first place I went swimming at. Just walked up, got myself ready. A gentleman walked up, asked me if I wanted something to drink, had a soda, and relaxed and went swimming. Do you know it's 10:40 at night here in India? The world is really huge. It's a giant place, and I appreciate that reminder. I'm a small little part of the beauty in this world, and you're another small part of that, and I appreciate you sharing. You can go back and change the beginning, but you can't start where you were and change the ending. Thank you. Thank you for that beautiful reminder. That's the medicine that we need for today, right? Acceptance, appreciation, and hope through the struggle. Reminding me of these beautiful places I've been, or reminding me of the ability that I have to set down the expectations that I put on myself. Thank you for helping me do so today as we realign our perception of what we're doing. We kind of re-gear the game plan, because it's been hit or miss, right? It's, we want to do all these great things, but we have to simplify. I do want to take my chunky bunny with me, but could you imagine a little cage over there, and then his food and his bedding and cleaning out the cage every day, and this little car, and doesn't seem like the best idea. So I'm going to work on the next couple days getting someone to watch him. And then I already talked to Crank. We got a game plan for getting whatever vehicle I got to be on the road, and he's going to help me make sure that I can get this vehicle to whoever we give it away to. Do you know? LOL, you're being back the memories. Okay, Tree Farmer. That's awesome, Tree Farmer. I'm glad that it seems like you're a great guy, brother. I appreciate you deeply being part of this community, and look forward to helping you out to the best of my ability as we move forward. We're gonna put a pause on the expectations, though, right? 82% of 17 voters said that they've felt overwhelmed in the past. Zero, yo, brother, it's good to see you. Another one of my brothers out there that allowed me to drop the expectations, this excitement that I find, that want to change and do everything all at once. I felt myself making these promises or trying to do all this stuff for all these people, and it was overwhelming, Zero, but you allowed me to drop those expectations, because I already got a lot on my plate, and I appreciate you. Hope I'm not late. Well, we're just about to take off here, brother. I'll stick around for a few more minutes if you want to chat. We're just chatting about the journey to come. We're chatting about expectations. We're chatting about this moment and how we're going to stay in it. I've been lost the last couple days, brother, with an open heart. I tell you that. I've been feeling anxious and overwhelmed on the expectations I put on myself, and I have not been taking care of myself first, step one. And that's what I'm doing right now. We're slowing down, reevaluating the game plan, and Zero, yeah, same to be honest. Thank you, brother. Well, I appreciate you expressing yourself, man. We're here in this shit show together. We're in this sinking ship together, and as we start to scoop water together, the intensity tends to leave a bit, and that's what I'm looking to do here. That was the start this channel, despite all the beauty and all the fun stuff we found and sharing my adventures. Starting this channel was all about being able to help the ones that are struggling out there, because I know how it feels to struggle. But I can't lose track of taking care of myself first. And that means slowing down. The world's been telling me to slow down for a while now, right? I got sick a few weeks back, and then the car broke, and I had to get that fixed, and it took some money. And then, my room flooding yesterday was another thing, and storms all around us, and trying to take Bun with us. It sounds like such a great idea, but it adds on so many expectations. So we're reevaluating the game plan, and we're taking some time. We're slowing down today, and I'm glad that I took the leap, because I almost didn't jump on here today, as I haven't the last couple days, because of this overwhelming feeling. But I'm really glad that we were able to communicate today, Zero, especially with you, brother. I appreciate you being a new member of the Turtle Herd and understanding that we weather the burden together here. You allow me to unburden myself through open, honest communication, and that's a beautiful thing. I can't do it on my own. I should be able to, but when I put expectations out there, I'm so determined to live up to what I say that it becomes never good enough, and that's what destroys me. Try to drop those expectations today, brother. Go back and look at my shorts. There's 10 mental health tips that I'm sure will help you a lot. You know, we're going to say yes to life. We're going to get out there and get moving. We're going to take care of ourselves, our family, our community in that order, and we're going to do our best to push forward and help our brothers and sisters, but we must help ourselves first. And that's what I'm doing here, realigning my expectations so I'm not overwhelmed with what I should and could and would be doing and where I should be at this moment. I'm exactly where I need to be in this moment, and so are you. Even if you're struggling, you're exactly where you need to be, because that struggle is going to cause growth in your heart, that in your life, that you could find in no other way. SM, hey bro, these motivational quotes are present in every corner, but the real work is in implementing in life. Discipline, the key. Discipline is the key. Yes, thank you so much. And taking our own medicine. You know, in moments it's so easy to say all these things. There's certain moments where it's so easy to take care of yourself, and to, you know, and I think I'm taking care of me by trying to take care of the world, right? And then I set all these expectations, and then I'm overwhelmed by it. Well, slow down. Ain't no one gonna hate on you for taking care of yourself. None of you guys are gonna hate on me for taking a few more days. You know, there's no time frame on what I'm doing, and there's no expectations. There shouldn't be. Only love and appreciation here. And I lose track of how amazing you human beings are with compassion and appreciation, because I get so overwhelmed with what I say I'm going to do, and I need to do it right now, and I need to live up to this thing. Well, you know, all I really need to do is take care of myself, my family, my community, and I'm doing that here right now through open, honest communication. Zero. Whoop, look like it's time to get to work. Have a great day, Scott. Thank you for stopping in, Zero. I appreciate you. I got to get to work too myself. I keep making these serious threats. Jeff says, I currently and have been a truck driver for 20 years over the road, so I like you. Sometimes it gets very lonely in here because I am by myself. This really is my home instead of this cab. Thank you so much, Jeff. I appreciate you, man. You know, I appreciate you, brother, for your open, honest communication. Yeah, here's the thing, man. I get lonely at the house too. You know, we segregate, and we get so wrapped up in what we're doing that we forget to reach out. But brother, you're taking your medicine right now, and that's a beautiful thing. You're communicating in an open, honest way, man, and it's absolutely amazing. You're an amazing human being. I appreciate you putting the work in to get our goods across the country, and that's a huge sacrifice, man. You might not think driving, right? No, I used to drive with my mother's boyfriend across the country, and you know, as a young teenager, and that's a lot of work, man, and I commend you for doing so. SM, sorry to just say those words of empathy, but it's the difficulty that you face in this world. Sorry to just say those words of empathy, but it's the difficulty that you face in this world. Thank you, SM. Don't be sorry here. You're allowed to speak and be whoever you want in every given moment, and your advice is beautiful, man. I really appreciate you, little brother, for coming in and giving this beautiful, open-hearted advice, for allowing me to communicate the way that I need to communicate, to set down these expectations, right? Because I say I'm going to do all these amazing things, and yes, but it's got to be in God's time. It's got to be in the God of your understanding's time. You know, whatever word you decide to put on it, we accept it fully here. I like the word creator because my father and his spiritual connection. But as he would say, a God of your understanding is a beautiful thing, my friends, and I appreciate that we could heal and grow together. Zachary, keep it up, Scott. You are amazing. Thank you, Zachary. I needed to hear that today, brother. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Thank you, Edith. We appreciate that beautiful quote. Jeff, nice. Thanks for the information on Disney World. Yeah, Jeff, I'm telling you, you can go down there and have a blast for free. I spent 3 days just running around for free, doing my own thing, watching it. At 9 a.m. at the Floridian Resort and Spa, at 9 a.m., right behind their main resort, there's a water parade. That's like a light parade, a light show. And at 9 p.m., I got there about 8 o'clock, chilled in the jacuzzi with a bunch of other people that were there and thought that I was supposed to be there. And I went and stepped behind that building to medicate a little bit, and then this amazing show. So at 9 o'clock, hit that light show. I'm not sure exactly what time the fireworks show is, but you can Google it. And the best place to see that is at the Continental. If you can find your way up to the rooftop, I recommend you do so. But you technically need a visitor's pass to get up there. I kind of Mr. Beaned my way up there. Come to Florida, Scott. My family works for Disney and Universal and would love you to come with us anytime you want. Really, Zachary? You know what? I need to take a break, here eventually. And I do want to get back to Florida. I do like staying at the pier in St. Pete. And I do like going over to Orlando and kind of boondocking, and doing my thing. But I would love to experience Disney World with you and your family, brother. I only got to go to Disney World once with my mother long ago, to actually experience it, because I'm always on such a budget, right? But I live in Bradenton. Bradenton's my jam, Zach. Are you kidding me? What's the 58, Station 58, the barbecue place there? I'm sure you know about that. Right by St. Pete. Yeah, I used to live in Bradenton, basically, man. That's freaking amazing. I stayed right there at the pier, the rest area. That you could either go to the rest area to the right, or you can go to the pier to the left, and there's a strip of palm trees and sand you can park on. I lived there for 6 weeks and got a job at Twisted Metal. If you ever need any parts for your vehicle, brother, it's like a pick and pull that they pick them. But yeah, Zachary, that Station 58, is that what it's called? That burger place right there in Bradenton? I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. The most amazing burgers, little mini corn dogs. Brother, Zachary, we're definitely going to get together when I get down there, because that's my spot. That's my area right there in St. Pete, that southern area. It's where I do all my Spark Drivers or all my door dashing down there. The gym right there, the Planet Fitness in Bradenton is where I clean up. And the Anna Maria Island is my absolute favorite place to go see sunsets. Yes, sir. When shall we meet again, bro? Hopefully soon. I'm going to be doing this a bit more, and we'll be hitting the adventure soon. But keep your eye out. Hit that notification bell so that you know. And I implore you to be part of the community. Check out some of my shorts. Most of the fun stuff's in my shorts. You can see Bun, he's got his own playlist, and you can kind of see why I've been struggling wanting to bring him, but can't, because he's freaking huge, chunky Bunny, who's a pain in my ass. You can check out the Galactic Avenger, the car we're giving away here to somebody in need. Hashtag Tree Farmers at the top of the list right now for becoming part of the community. And there's a lot of fun stuff we found along the way. I haven't even, all the Florida stuff is way before I started the channel. I still have those videos. I have videos of all the stuff we're talking about in Florida. I just, I didn't start the YouTube channel till last year. And Inspire, it's good to see you. When shall we meet again? Shout out Scott and the Turtle Herd. I'm always here there, SM. You can go check out some of my old lives too. If you really want to get to know me, go back about 6 months, and you'll find a crisis hotline 988. You'll learn a lot about me and why I'm so passionate about healing myself and the world. And I got to start putting me first. I appreciate the reminder today, guys. Shout out to Scott and the Turtle Herd. We appreciate you. DYI, Scott, I have some extra pallet boards if you want to join me for a Fort Disto ever. I'm not sure what that means, DYI. Maybe I'm just not wrapping my head along too much. Sorry, Scott, I have some extra paddle boards. Yes, DY, I would love that, man. I'm getting down to Florida here. Once I get some of this stuff straightened out, possibly once I get a vehicle and give this away to, whoever's in need. Hashtag Tree Farmers on the top of my list. Maybe I'll take a break before I go up to Indiana. And work on Sally's house a little bit and spend some time in Florida with you guys. I would absolutely love that. Please keep up with me and come in, and it's a spot in Tampa. Dude, I love Tampa. And I would love to do some paddleboarding with you, DYI. We got a friend there. Maybe you could join us for a little trip to Disney World. Or, what I really want to check out is Universal. I went to one of their parks, and I went to the Spider-Man ride. I really always wanted to do the Back to the Future ride because I'm a geek. Good night to me and good day to you. Yes, SM, we appreciate you from India. Thank you for being a a new member of our turtle herd. Thank you for communicating with us, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. The adventure is just beginning. We're going to push forward and spread hope and love through open, honest communication despite our struggle, right? That's what we're going to do. And you guys have lit that fire in my heart today and helped me find a sense of peace that I couldn't have found without taking my own medicine and communicating with the people I care for. I care for you all out there deeply. And I'm going to start taking care of myself. Sally's here. Good morning, Sally. We were just singing your praises. We're talking about this moment and how we're going to stay into it. And I'm relaying out the game plan so I can feel comfortable with what's going on. Simplifying. I appreciate you. I was singing your praises earlier for the conversation we had yesterday. You helping me find this this sense of center through the struggle, acknowledging that I'm putting all these expectations on myself and I owe nobody nothing. Sally, you're a beautiful human being, and I can't wait to get back up to Sally's and just see her, let alone this work that we're doing up there. Yes, but to actually see this amazing human being, this mothering human in my life who cares for me deeply, who's willing to have an open, honest conversation and tell me the truth, despite how hard it is. SM, we'll see you later, buddy. I know I keep making serious threats and cutting out of here. Acceptance today, right? Accept the fact that we left the French press at home. Accept the fact that the car's broke or was broke and we had to fix it and spend some money. Accept the fact that everything's not happening right now despite the way that I would want it to happen. It's going to play out in its own time in a beautiful way. The only moment that matters is now. Love you. Thanks. Very much so. You're right. This moment, this one right here, that beautiful piece of wisdom that your son bestowed on us through Coffee Talk, my featured long form on my page. It's Misled Utopia. That's Rob is Sally's son, who's become a brother, and check that out. That conversation reflects a lot on today's conversation. This moment, right? This block that we sit down in front of us. It's everything, and it's a new chance in this moment to set down a positive block and wipe those other ones away. I find myself wrapped up into a negative place due to the struggles and these expectations I set on myself, but I don't need to do so. Just open, honest, loving communication. The only moment we have is now. With that being said, we had 23 votes. 87% of 23 said they understand how it feels to be overwhelmed. Lady Butterfly Edith, our loving, compassionate, motivational speaker, says, take care, beautiful souls. Goodbye. Remember, our tears and struggles are a testimony to our strength, not weakness. Thank you. Keep sharing and knowing you're making a difference. Goodbye. Edith, I love your face, and I don't say goodbye. I'll see you later. Goodbye is a permanent thing that even if someone's started their journey to the other place, I don't believe is appropriate, but that's only for me and how I speak and, the words that I use. I'll see you later, Edith, and I love you deeply. I'm always here for you, even if my transition to the other place comes sooner than we think. Bye. Gee, bye, lady. We appreciate you so much. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day because we're going to make it. It's a beautiful day because we're going to push beside those expectations that we set for ourselves and understand you owe nobody nothing. The only thing that you owe anybody is for you to take care of yourself so that maybe you can help others. But I've been skipping over that first part, and I appreciate the reminder today, guys. Yeah, Edith changed her name. It's Lady Butterfly now, Sally, if you see Edith. Tree Farmer was just in here a minute ago. I don't know if he's still around. But a testimony to beauty and strength. I hope they have a car that can make it down to Fort Myers. I have a non-blood family in Central Florida. The Galactic Avenger's never going to die. That's the reality of it. And but we're going to get into something that's a little bit more comfortable for us to travel. There, Tree Farmer. But yeah, man, let's take it slow and steady, right? I appreciate you guys helping me to alleviate these expectations I put on myself through open communication, right? As Sally would say, a lot of this anger and angst and resentment for ourselves can be easily dissolved through a real open, honest communication. If we stop filling in the blanks and putting expectations on ourselves based on what other people think and feel when we don't even have the conversation with them, How are we going to grow? Have the conversation. That's what we're doing here today. And you guys allowed me to set myself free today from all these expectations I've been setting on myself. Tree Farmer's still here. Awesome, Tree Farmer. See you later. Lady Sally. Yes, see you, Angel. I'm so glad that you guys back each other up the way that you do. All this beautiful feminine energy that we have as part of the turtle herd is an amazing thing. With that being said, I'm going to go do the next right thing for myself right now, right here in this moment. You guys have inspired me to push away from that anxiety that consumed me the last couple days. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge it. Look it straight in the eye. Be the buffalo and say, hey, I know that you're there, and I understand how it feels, but I'm not going to let it consume me. I'm going to get up and do the next right damn thing like the buffalo would do. You know, push your way through the storm and take care of yourself today, brothers and sisters, despite how hard it is. I know how much of a struggle it can be to set down those expectations, especially when you're flowing down the river of life and you're worried about all these different scenarios going on, that you're living in all those different scenarios. You got to be concerned about that and try to place yourself in the river of life where you want to be, but you got to flow. You got to flow and you got to drop those expectations to the best of your ability. And that's what I'm doing here. And I love you all deeply. Thank you all so much today for being here for me, for allowing me to drop these expectations. With love, hope, and respect in my heart, I'm going to go do some spark driving, get our financial thing up a little bit today. And maybe I'll do that again tomorrow. We're going to work on finding someone to take care of Bun Bun while we're gone, because he ain't coming with us. That alleviates a lot. Crank's going to help us figure out how to get whatever vehicle on the road that we need to get on the road when we get to Georgia. And I'm not doing this alone. You're not doing it alone. Remember that. That's something I got to remember. All these things I put on myself. How am I going to do all this stuff? We got a community of loving, caring, compassionate human beings here. I'm not doing it alone. Like, I got to stop losing track of that. You're not in it alone. We're here together, and we come to these understandings through open, honest communication, through love, respect, and appreciation. You double tap that screen, your thumbs won't fall off. You decide to subscribe to the channel, which is absolutely $0 and 0 cents to do so. You are a member of the turtle herd, and your voice is recognized here. Whether you're struggling or whether you're willing to help your brothers through the struggle, and if you're trying to help your brothers and sisters through the struggle, most likely you've been there. So walk your path, planning your work. Thank you. Working your plan, planning your work. Very much so. And then I'll be honest with you, a big part of it too was like I was about to jump off this cliff without being ready. The car was trashed. The expectation of having this bunny, the expectation of all these things that I have to do. Well, you know what? We're dropping those today. And you're a big part of that, Sally. Thank you so much. And Tree Farmer, thank you. Lady J, thank you. Edith, thank you so much for being here today. And all of our new friends, SM, you're an amazing human being. Thank you for coming in. DYI, as always. Jeff, it's such a pleasure to have you back. DYI, we love your face. Inspire, you're absolutely amazing human being. And Zachary, I can't wait to meet you, brother. It's going to be great when we all get the time to get together. But right now I got to go make some money and take care of myself. Thank you for allowing me to alleviate the struggle of these expectations I put on myself by reminding me to take care of myself first. And I implore you to do the same. Take care of yourself, then your family, then your community. And don't dilute yourself into thinking that you've already taken care of yourself today. Have you hydrated? Are you emotionally in a place where you're able to give out that energy? Evaluate that, because you're not a POS if you don't have the energy. You got to fill your cup first, my friends, my family out there. Spreading love and hope and appreciation. You guys are all so amazing. Sweet. Go get them, Scott. Go get them. We're going to go get them today. We're going to kick today's ass to the best of our ability. I appreciate this. I'm feeling so much better today at this moment, realigning our expectations and knowing that I'm part of a community, knowing that we're weather the burden together. I lose track of that. I love your faces. Stay well, stay comfortable, take care of yourself first. I'm off like a herd of turtles. Boop, dooply doo, boop.